Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Market Track with Abuzar. We are into December and we'll be looking at the real estate activity. As always, residential condominium and rentals 2019 compared to this year 2020. And since it's we're getting close to the holiday season, we'll be giving away 3 gift baskets that we'll take a look at after. All you have to do is to pay attention throughout the video and just answer a single question, and hopefully you'll be able to win a gift basket and $100 towards your favorite charity, which we'll discuss. Stay tuned. So first we'll talk about the gifts that we're giving away. There are 3 gift baskets, and here they are, or one. It's from Hickory Farms, goodies you can win. And the contest, you would have to answer 1 question from the video, so watch carefully. It's fairly easy, and we'll have a deadline of December 31st for you to enter into the contest. And from the people or individuals who've answered correctly, we'll be doing a draw on the 1st of January. And the gifts will be available for pickup at our KW Keller Williams Carling office, which I'll provide all the information afterwards on the week of January 4th. The winners, the 3 winners, will also have the opportunity to contribute, make donation to $100 to their favorite charities. I'm actually going to mention the question of the contest at the beginning so that you're more aware and you know exactly what to look for. So what I actually want is the active condominiums, number of active condominiums in the month of November. So again, the question is, what is the number of active condominium units in the month of November? That was discussed or will be discussed in the video. So that's the question. Now let's take a look at the numbers. So new listings by week, residential and condominiums together. I find now condominiums are somewhat different in terms of the activity. And at week 50, since COVID began, we're looking at the number of listings. We're hitting on average approximately around 300 listings. It is dropping. It could be a seasonal thing as well. Usually we see a lesser number of listings coming on the market right around winter time, and usually it picks up when we hit around, we get closer to spring. So looking at the inventory, it has reduced, and that will impact again the overall sales and the demand as well. So that's that. Looking at the sold properties, as mentioned, we're looking at a lesser number of condos and residential homes sold, but that is because of the less number of listings available. Looking at the average sale price. Now, looking at the sale price, we are increasing. So it's actually going up on average. So it's surpassing the $500,000 range, where looking at 2019 in comparison, we were right about the 400,000 average. And it is almost 100,000 overall compared to 2019, which is significant around this time of year. So now looking at the average sale by week, residential only, we can see that the residential housing is doing significantly better, if you want to say, than the condominiums we'll take a look at later, and we are hitting the average of 600,000. Whereas it was in the 450s on average for residential. And now looking at the condominiums, it's a whole different story. We are looking at the average of 350,000, and it's somewhat of a flat line. Again, it could be to do with a seasonal thing. But overall, as we discussed it again with the downtown condos, a lot of individuals working in the downtown area have there's no need anymore to be there. So they've relocated to different locations of the city, and this is that has had an impact on the number of increased listings in the condominium sector. Hence, more listings means more units on the market and more options for buyers. This will eventually impact the price. Again, this is a bit normal, I would say, because looking at the 2019 trend, yes, the average price was lower, but the graph or the fluctuation was the movement was very similar, and I feel like the condo market is falling into place as it was before, which could be a very good thing. Okay, so that's that for the graphs. Now taking a look at the charts that we always take a look at. Residential, looking at the November to November 2019 versus 2020. We have for residentials 548 active listings and 835 sold listings. So significant in terms of the difference in sales and the active number of homes. So the less homes on the market, and now this is completely different. Looking at 2019, where we had 734, I believe, active listings and 645 sold properties or sales. Okay. Now looking at the days on the market, now that has reduced significantly as well in the residential market. The average days in November 2020, we're looking at 13 days on average for a home to sell, whereas it was almost twice that, being 27 days. So that's really a positive thing for sellers. But again, looking at the range or ratio of closed or sold price versus the original list price, you're looking at November of 2020, 103% of asking, and in 2019, 99.6%, which is almost close to asking, but we could see that the percentages has increased. Okay, so here's the important part of the video for our contest question. So looking at the condominiums, the 2020 active listings for November. So we have 535 active listings and 379 sold listings. And this is a huge gap between the number of actives and number of sold. So that shows that there's more number of condo units on the market. And looking at 2019, we had 343 active listings and 319 units sold. So there was a lesser gap between the actives and the solds last year, whereas that has increased significantly. And I mean, things are always changing. And you know, looking at next the days on the market, we are looking at 22 days on average for a unit to stay on the market, and in 2019 November it was 27 days. So not a lot has changed in the number of days for a unit to sell, but there are more condo units on the market, which may impact the price. So this is something that we have to really, I'm personally keeping a close eye on, and especially condo units that are situated in the downtown area, which is a whole different story. And looking at the close price to original price ratio, so we are pretty much the same on average. Sellers, condo unit owners are getting very close to asking, as they did to the previous year. So nothing alarming as far as the activity, but it's something to look at or keep a track of. So looking at the rentals, so the rentals have changed. And we discussed this, that there are investment properties coming on the market. This will fix itself as time goes by, because a lot of people are going for the lower rates. They want to get investment properties, and more rental units are in the market. But I feel like most of those rental numbers that you'll see, the active rental units, that surge is because of the condos, condo rental units that are out there. So looking at the actives, we have 645 active units for November 2020, and the rented units are 279. So the huge increase in supply, and as opposed to what it was before, last year, November, 426 active units and 217 rented. So the demand for the rentals are pretty much the same as it was last year, but the number of units have increased, which I believe it will change. It will drop, and things will eventually get better as businesses start operating, or maybe offices start opening downtown, and that will create the need for people to go back to the downtown core. Okay, so days on the market, so pretty much not much has changed. Looking at November 2020, 22 days for a unit on average stay on the market before it gets rented, and as opposed to what it was last year, 28 days. So there you have it. Again, for the contest, I want to re-emphasize the question, just for sake of clarity. We want the number of active listings, active condominiums in the month of November. Okay, so again, the number of active listings in the condominium section of the video for November 2020. Okay, all right, guys. So there you have it. I hope you guys are taking some time off or relaxing during the holiday season, and please stay safe. Take care.